Home Show.
Larry from Huntsville has a question about a grinder pump.
Well, he's worried about how his is going to get along with his water softener. So Larry writes, because of our subdivision at the north side of Lake Conroe has lots of elevation changes, the developer decided to install a pressure waste water system instead of a typical gravity-fed system. Each resident has a grinder pump that grinds up and pumps the wastewater through a 2-inch line to the main. These pumps clog, they burn out, and have control issues. So obviously this is a good program he's got going here, right? He says, I'm considering installing a water softener and am concerned the brine water used in regeneration could damage the cast iron and stainless steel pump components. So Tom, it's kind of an obscure question, but what do you say?
I say it's really a shame that this whole plumbing system was put in, number one. I think for the life of the neighborhood and all the people that were subjected to this decision, it's going to be a maintenance issue for a long time. It's just the way it is. And the water softener, I think, if anything, would help more than hurt, because it's going to be a softer water that's being discharged, which keeps things actually clean as opposed to dirty. And they're not pumping a ton of salt down in there. It's very little on the discharge of it. But all the other water that goes through the house and goes down there is going to be softened water, from the showers to the dishwashers to you name it. So I don't see a problem with that. I do see a problem with the whole system of the grinder pumps and the 2-inch lines and this and that, but there's nothing we can do about that now. So I would chalk that off to a regular maintenance program on the home and a few frustrating days and nights here and there. But besides that, the water softener is the least of my worries. If anything, it'll just be even Steven. It'll even it out. Best case scenario, it'll actually help clean it out a little bit and keep it cleaner. But the little discharge in it doesn't really hurt anything.
Yeah, this isn't a case where if you have one of those 2-tank systems from Connecticut, from Aquatex, if you have one of those, doesn't it capture that? I guess it's still going to have some discharge at some point. It's got to go.
You still have the discharge, but now the Connecticut, as you bring that up, it's the only system out there that washes itself in softened water. So it actually is a cleaner water that washes itself and is discharged. So that would actually be an advantage to this gentleman as far as putting it on his house. But that goes with anybody that's going to buy a water softener. This is the advantage in different reasons. But a grinder pump system it's used in areas like, Charlie, you would relate to this, up north where you have a basement and you have to pump and get the sewage up before it can go back down again. Things like that, where you have to have extra help instead of just letting gravity run the waste down. And so it's meant, if you had one bathroom, fine, but an entire house, an entire neighborhood, people are going to have problems.
All right. You got a problem? Tom can help you just like that. Whether it's a grinder, a hoagie, or a sandwich.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right.
Yeah, I understand.
Go ahead and send us your question to HomeShowRadio.com. Click on the Ask Tom button, fill it out, send it in. We'll do a video like this. We post them every day to our Facebook page, to our YouTube channel, and HomeShowRadio.com.